Good evening to our viewers in the West. Tonight is the start of a new era for the CBS Evening News as we broadcast from Washington. So thank you for joining us. And we begin with a historic and deadly storm hitting more than 40 million people. The dangerous nor'easter is delivering a final blast of snow, ice, and rain, creating chaos on the roads right now from Philadelphia to New York City and across New England. The storm has killed at least 7 people, hitting more than 30 states during a nearly week-long trek from Oregon to Maine. It is expected to wind down tomorrow morning, leaving as much as 30 inches of snow on the ground in upstate New York and more than 2 feet in neighboring states. Don Dahler leads off our coverage tonight in northern Massachusetts. And Don, it looks like it's really coming down there.
Yeah, it really is. And if you are on these roads, it might be seen as a beautiful beginning to the winter season, even though technically we're still in the fall. Problem is, this massive storm has made travel for millions of Americans difficult and in some places downright deadly.
An army of snowplows was called into action from Tennessee to Maine, charged with clearing America's roads and highways of the ice and snow that has already pummeled the Midwest.
This is extraordinary.
After snarling Thanksgiving holiday travel, the storm dumped over a foot of snow on parts of the East Coast. Saratoga County in upstate New York was buried under 20 inches, with more expected overnight.
Such crazy heavy snow, wow.
It is really crazy.
Drivers discovered their cars were no match for slippery roadways. Some states lowered speed limits and banned tractor trailers.
Real ice, you've seen a lot of accidents, people in the ditches.
More than 740 accidents were reported in New York State alone, where the governor called up 300 members of the National Guard to help with snow removal, the most deployed in 5 years.
We're deploying our assets as we can best determine by those forecasts.
And the forecast doesn't appear to be getting any better. Already, the roar of snowblowers can be heard in almost every town and neighborhood.
Yeah, y'all better run, because I'm about to tag you.
In at least 9 states, parents are coming up with creative ways to deal with their kids because of school closures, delays, and early dismissals.
As the deadly storm crept from west to east, it left snow and flood damage in its wake.
You can see how the water's just running through the desert here.
An Arizona community is in mourning for 3 children swept away when the family's truck got stuck crossing a creek. 2 bodies have been recovered. Rescuers and an army of volunteers are continuing to search the muddy brush along the creek for any sign of the 3rd child, a 6-year-old Willa Rawlings, who was last seen wearing jeans and a purple jacket. The West Coast is bracing for even more storms and potential mudslides. Now, here in the Northeast, some areas are looking at an additional 10 to 20 inches overnight before it's all said and done, with the big cities of New York, Philadelphia, and Boston looking at possibly 3 to 9 inches. Nora.
All right, Don, thank you.